Hi guys, and welcome to U-Wrench. Today we're back working on the Dodge Grand Caravan 2008 through 2022. Same applies for the Chrysler Town Country. In this particular video we're going to be showing you how to replace your rear wiper blade. Let's get it done. Now, just for your reference, the blade that we'll be removing, which has been on there a couple of years, and the one we'll be replacing it with, this is a Bosch Clear Advantage, and this is a slightly unusual type of blade. If you're used to kind of the metal framed traditional ones, this is slightly different. This is what's known as a Aero twin blade, or a flat blade. And basically what it is, rather than having a kind of a metal frame like you expect on the old-fashioned wiper blades, it's all built in one, so it's very, very flexible, as you can see, and it's like a plastic on one side and obviously rubber on the other. And these blades tend to be far better than the traditional metal framed one. This is kind of a slightly more modern design, and they're no more expensive and they're well worth getting. This particular one is 16 inches on the rear. It doesn't really matter what brand that you get, but if you are buying a new blade for your car, it's always best to look for this type rather than the traditional metal framed one. We will add some links for you to these blades for the Dodge Grand Caravan on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca in the video description below. So if they're of interest to you, you can just go down and click on those links and that will take you directly to the correct blades for your vehicle. So to remove our old blade, you've got these little sections here that pinch in on the side, and you need to lift up the center. It's on a little hinge, so we just fold that back out of the way. So before we show you how to remove the old one, or indeed how to fit the new one, it's important to realise how these wiper arms work. Now here you can see it's just basically a metal hook. It just comes back on itself 90 degrees, and there is a hole on the bottom of it. Hopefully you guys can see that right in the video. Just in there is a little hole, and so the way that these work is normally you would put your blade in and around them and then slide it back up, and they normally have a little plastic tab, and that little plastic tab needs to click into the little hole there, and that's obviously what stops it coming back off again. If it didn't click in, it would just slide back off and the wiper blade would fall off. So this is what you need to bear in mind. Now, your wiper blades that you have on your car currently may not be identical to the Bosch blades that we have on ours, but the basic principle will be exactly the same. They will hook on and click in. So when you're coming to remove yours, if yours are a little bit different, just remember that you need to detach whatever it is that's clicked into this hole. If you don't detach that little clip that snaps in there, then you won't be able to slide it off. So that's the key. So if yours is different, just spend a little bit of time looking at it, and you'll see there's some kind of lever or something that you need to press or depress to unlock this thing from the little hole here, this little catch. Once you've unlocked that, that's the tricky bit, then the whole thing should slide off. So what we need to do is we need to unclip remember this is a hook that comes round, it's got that little hole in it, and it will have a plastic clip that's sat in that hole, and that's what we need to disconnect. Now, looking at our brand new blade here, we can see they've got this little section just here, and that's what we need to push down. So I'm going to come under the wiper arm, and I'm going to come under there, and that will be on top of here, and I'm going to push that down. Just push that down to release it, and then start to move the blade backwards. And you get to a point where it will unhook. Be careful letting go of your wiper arm at this stage. Remember, that's okay, this one won't quite touch the screen, that's perfect. What you don't want to do is let this ping and hit your screen here. It could obviously smash it or damage it. So that's the old one removed. So when I came up underneath the arm, this is what I was pressing down on. Once I pressed that down, then I was able to start pulling this whole thing backwards to get it out of this hook. So to fit the new blade, remember we just need to hook it all the way over this little plastic section in the middle. So we're going to go deeper than we need to, and then start to draw it backwards by pushing the blade forward, and we should get to a point where it will get to the end and it should click in. Give it a push backwards. Don't force it too hard. Remember, it's only a little piece of plastic. You will snap it if you go crazy. Just see, that feels really good. That feels like it's seated nicely and it's in. And then we can just fold this down and snap that into place. So what we'll do now is we'll do one final check. We'll do a quick screen wash and get this wiper moving, make sure that it's seated properly, it's secure, and everything is as it should be. So there we have it, that is how to replace the rear wiper blade. We're also going to be doing the front blades on this particular vehicle. If you need some help with those, we'll make a separate video and there will be a link for you in the video description below. So check that out if you need to do your front blades as well. If this video has been helpful for you, can we ask a favour? Take 1 second out of your day, just hit that like button for us. Also be sure to check out our YouTube channel, we've got loads more great videos for these cars waiting for you to take a look at. If you could hit that subscribe button, it really helps us out. We appreciate it, we'll see you again.